Hello, I'm Lou Shenck from Shenck Farms, and welcome. We're a large greenhouse operation that has been here for 4 generations. The original facilities, land was purchased in 1907, and we have been farming and been in the greenhouse business ever since. We have done various things through the early years, including vegetable transplants, which is our original use for the greenhouses. But we've done tomatoes and cut flowers, and presently we're growing geraniums, begonias, and clenchos. We are growing potted plants, clenchos, and begonias. They are used both domestically and for exporting to the United States. We are also doing bedding plants, selling to independent garden centers in both the United States and Canada, along with selling to independent garden centers in both places. We will also grow young plants for other growers, or starter plants, that we're importing those cuttings from all over the world, places like Mexico, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Israel, different parts of Africa. They all come to this location, and we root them and sell them to other growers, again, both in Canada and the United States. We have been involved with clean stock and trying to grow clean plants since the 1980s. Sanitation and cleanliness has been very important since that time, where in the early days geraniums had terrible bacterial infection problems, and what we would do in the 1980s is we introduced clean stock or clean plants to our program, and one of the pillars of that program is to make sure that you're using proper sanitation to maintain that cleanliness so that you don't reinfect the geraniums that have been cleaned through laboratory techniques. So we've been following various processes since those days, and it's an extremely fundamental part of our business, and it kind of permeates everything we do here. One of the things that we've often been asked, what do we notice about the clean stock procedures and cleaning and sanitizing do we notice? Well, we notice that we don't have issues with the diseases that we've talked about, and there have been lots of incidences in other greenhouses where they haven't done a proper job of washing and sanitizing, where they've run into problems, especially in geraniums, but in other crops like begonias and chrysanthemums and the like. So it has really been integrated into our total approach to growing plants in our greenhouses from a very long time ago. Insect control, we are a combination of biological control along with a limited use of insecticides where biologicals have not proven effective. We're scouting and monitoring for pests on a weekly basis and trying to incorporate various biological controls, predatory mites, parasitic wasps, nematodes, and fungus to help us to control insects. And this is, again, an integrated approach using a lot of different methodology to try and eliminate and prevent infection by different insects. Our primary insect that we're trying to control is the western flower thrips. It can cause an awful lot of damage in pot mums, garden mums, along with gerberas and ivy geraniums, which is an important part of our business. We're also trying to manage, control, eliminate greenhouse whitefly, as well as whitefly that will attack poinsettias. So we've done some things there as well. We've done the limited amount of insecticides that we use, again, are for the holes in what the biologicals can't control.
So are there other bacterias, funguses, or viruses that can be harmful to your operation?
So the bacterial infections primarily we're concerned about are Xanthomonas pelargonii. It is extremely lethal to geraniums. There's another bacteria called Xanthomonas begonii that is extremely lethal to begonias. We're concerned about those. There are viruses that we're concerned about with some plants, TMV as an example of one, tomato mosaic virus. and there's other in INSV is another virus disease that we're concerned about that affect different crops. We're trying to sanitize and make sure we don't run into problems with those viruses. There's certain fungal infections that we're also trying to prevent, and accomplishing that at the same time that we're implementing measures to prevent the introduction and spread of bacterial and virus diseases.